Thank you for listening. If you are new, please subscribe. Today I will share a today topic. Train your mind to attract unlimited wealth. They'll call it luck. They'll call it coincidence. They'll say you were born with something they weren't. But they'll never see the nights you spent at war with your doubts, the mornings you rose with nothing but a vision burning in your chest and a decision echoing through your bones. You were not going to live an average life. Wealth doesn't respond to wishing, hoping, or waiting. It doesn't answer to someday. Wealth responds to certainty, to clarity, to command. Wealth is not something you chase. It is something you attract, by becoming a person it cannot resist. By transforming your inner world so powerfully that the outer world must align. The hidden truth, wealth begins in the mind. Every fortune that has ever been built started as a thought. A single idea held with such intensity that reality had no choice but to bend. Andrew Carnegie had a thought, steel would shape the modern world. Thomas Edison had a thought, darkness could be conquered with light. Henry Ford had a thought, cars should not be for the elite, but for every man who dared to dream. What made these men legendary was not talent or luck, it was mental discipline. They trained their minds to believe so deeply in the vision, that rejection, failure, and ridicule were mere background noise. You must do the same. Your mind is the command center. Your external life is just a mirror of your internal programming. If your mind is filled with fear, scarcity, and distraction, no amount of hustle will bring lasting wealth. But if it is saturated with belief, purpose, and unshakable clarity, nothing, not even 1,000 failures, can stop you. You can't just wish for more. You must become more. You must build a mind so focused, so disciplined, so resilient that the world begins to respond to your frequency. This is not about motivation. It's about reprogramming. Most people wake up and let the world tell them what to think. They scroll. They react. They drift through life like leaves in the wind. You must wake up before the world speaks. Find silence before the noise. And program your mind like software. Not, I hope I succeed, but I will succeed. Not, I need more, but I am becoming more. Not someday, but today is the day I move. Success is not an event. It is a rhythm. A frequency you tune into every single day. The mind of wealth thinks differently. The wealthy don't ask, can I afford this? They ask, how do I create it? They don't view problems as blocks. They view them as puzzles. They don't fear failure. They extract wisdom from it. To them, failure is not fatal. It's feedback. It's calibration. It's refinement. If you train your mind to see through the failure and into the future, nothing can break you. Train your thoughts. Train your emotions. Train your identity. Every thought you think is a seed. Every emotion you attach to it is water. Every repetition is sunlight. Your identity is the garden. Your results are the harvest. You cannot produce lasting wealth with a mind that still clings to scarcity. You must uninstall the software of limitation and upload the truth. I am the creator of my reality. I do not chase. I attract. Because I have become the kind of person that wealth belongs to. Environment is everything. Your surroundings are shaping your subconscious. If you spend time around people who fear, who shrink, who complain, you will become one of them. But if you surround yourself with builders, visionaries, those who dream boldly and execute relentlessly, you will rise. Environment either feeds your limitations or fuels your liberation. Discipline is the doorway. Discipline is not punishment. It is preparation. Every time you choose focus over distraction, reading over scrolling, investing over spending, silence over noise. You are shaping your future. Not loudly. Not glamorously. But powerfully. Wealth is built in repetition. In routine. In the invisible decisions that no one sees but define everything. Kill the old version of you. There's a version of you that hesitates. That waits for approval. That lowers your standards to stay liked and safe. That version must die. Bury it. Mourn it if you must. Then rise, reborn as a person who thinks, moves, and acts with unapologetic power. The wealthy play by different rules because they think from a different paradigm. They don't wonder if it's possible. They assume it's inevitable. They don't wait for guarantees. They become the guarantee. They trust their vision more than they fear the world. Wealth is not a lifestyle. It's a state of being. It's how you think, how you respond, how you walk through fire without flinching. It's not about cars, watches, or houses. Those are byproducts. Real wealth is clarity. It's power under pressure. It's a mind that cannot be shaken by temporary setbacks. You must become undeniable. Stop begging for opportunities. Become the opportunity. Raise your standards. Stop talking like you're broke. Stop acting like a victim of your past. Your wealth is waiting on the other side of your decisions, not your dreams. Final truth: repetition rewires reality. You won't become what you visualize once. You become what you think about daily, obsessively, until your brain starts adjusting your identity, your standards, and your habits to match that internal image. This is not magic. This is neuroplasticity. This is biology aligned with belief. So listen again. Read again. Repeat again. Because your mind is your empire. And once your mind becomes wealthy, the world must follow. If you see yourself as powerful, capable, and worthy of wealth, you will act accordingly, and wealth will follow. Identity shifts to master. From consumer to creator. From reactor to leader. From surviving to designing. Practical exercise. Write down your current self-image in wealth. Rewrite it in the voice of your highest, wealthiest, most powerful self. Repeat this image daily until your brain starts treating it as fact. Chapter 4: Thought Architecture: How to Think Wealth. Your thoughts are not random, they are tools. You must learn to think deliberately, like an architect builds a skyscraper. The Wealth Thinker's Blueprint. Define exactly what you want. I want to earn $1 million per year by building an online consulting business. Define why. Because my message matters, and I want to free my family from generational struggle. Define how it feels. It feels expansive, secure, electric. Define the cost: early mornings, relentless learning, filtering distractions. Define the identity: I am a builder, not a beggar. Tip: vague intentions create vague results. Clarity attracts power. Chapter 5: Emotional Mastery: Power in the Storm. Every wealth journey will test you emotionally. If your emotions control your actions, you will quit. You must train your emotional system to act independently of circumstances. When your bank account is low, act from abundance, not fear. When your plans collapse, move with conviction, not panic. When rejection comes, absorb it as information, not a personal attack. The trained mind doesn't wait for motivation. It moves from decision. Mental shift. I act not because I feel like it, but because I made a commitment, and I trust my vision more than my mood. Introduction: The real source of wealth. Wealth is not a product of your circumstances. It's a byproduct of your mental architecture. Before you build wealth in the material world, you must construct it in the invisible realm of thought, belief, identity, and emotion. This book is not about gimmicks or get-rich-quick tactics. This is about rewiring the one engine that determines how much wealth you will attract, keep, and multiply: your mind. Chapter 1: The Illusion of Luck. They'll say you were lucky. They'll call it coincidence. They'll assume you had connections or a secret advantage. But they'll never understand that the true battle was fought, and won, in your mind long before success became visible. They'll never see the early mornings where you battled self-doubt before the sun rose. The lonely nights where you sat with fear and turned it into fuel. The decisions made when no one was watching and no one clapped. Wealth doesn't respond to wishes. It responds to vision backed by relentless mental focus. Key insight: people don't rise by accident. They rise by internal design. Chapter 2: The Mind as a Wealth Engine. Your brain is not just an organ, it is a transmitter. It emits beliefs, patterns, and frequencies that either attract wealth or repel it. Just like a radio must tune into a station, your mind must be tuned to the frequency of abundance, possibility, and power. What the untrained mind broadcasts: scarcity, there's not enough. Fear, what if I fail? Victimhood, life is happening to me. What the trained mind broadcasts: abundance, there is more than enough, and I can create it. Resilience, failure is data, not defeat. Agency, I am not a passenger. I am the driver. Truth, you don't attract what you want. You attract what you believe. Chapter 3: Mental Reprogramming begins with identity. You will never outperform your self-image. If you see yourself as someone who struggles, you'll subconsciously sabotage your own success. Chapter 6: Environment Reprogramming. Your external environment is programming your internal operating system every second. If you surround yourself with scarcity thinkers, you'll inherit their limitations. If you follow social media that glorifies impulsive consumption, your mind will think wealth is a car, not a calling. Upgrade your environment. Audit your daily content consumption, remove gossip, complaints, and chaos. Surround yourself with people who stretch you. Speak wealth-affirming language aloud daily. You become what surrounds you. Guard your inputs like gold. Chapter 7: The Wealth Routine, Training Your Mind. Daily discipline is not a mood. It's a practice. Your mind is like a muscle. It needs daily reps. Daily mental training checklist. 1. Morning vision ritual. Visualize your future in vivid detail. 2. Affirmations. Repeat identity-based affirmations aloud. 3. Focused work blocks. No distractions. Deep flow work. 4. Reflection and reinforcement. Journal wins, lessons, and insights. 5. Evening realignment. Revisit vision before sleep. Program your subconscious. Repetition is the sculptor of destiny. Chapter 8: Wealth versus Money, Understanding the difference. Money is a tool. Wealth is a state of being. Money will magnify who you already are. If you are disciplined, it will multiply your impact. If you are lost, it will accelerate your destruction. If you are purpose-driven, it will fund your mission. You don't need more dollars. You need a deeper reason for those dollars to come. Wealth is not just about living well. It's about building legacy. Chapter 9: The Power of Delay, Why Most Will Never Build Wealth. The majority want quick results, not deep transformation. But the wealthy understand delayed gratification is a superpower. Those who say no to pleasure now can endure boredom. Stay focused when everyone else gets distracted. Are the ones who build empires. Mental mantra: I do today what others won't, so I can live tomorrow how others can't. Chapter 10. Purpose as the magnet. Money by itself is not enough of a reason. That's why people burn out or sabotage success. You need a burning purpose. What does your wealth unlock for your family? What vision will your money help build in the world? What movement are you leading? When wealth is tied to mission, it becomes inevitable. Conclusion: the mind that attracts wealth. You do not attract wealth by luck. You attract it by becoming undeniable. A mind so focused, so clear, so aligned with its future, the world bends to meet it. Stop chasing. Start creating. Stop reacting. Start designing. Stop surviving. Start commanding your reality. Train your mind daily. With fire. With clarity. With devotion. Because once your mind becomes wealthy, the world has no choice but to catch up. I believe you get more clarity this video. If need any more clarification, comment below. Also you need any specific top related, this comment below. Will see next video. Get more video like